Once upon a time, in a small village nestled near the edge of a vast forest, there lived an old man named Harun. He was known throughout the village for his wisdom and kindness, always offering guidance to those who sought it. Harun spent most of his days tending to his small farm and occasionally wandering into the forest to collect herbs. The forest, however, was known to be home to wild animals, including a fierce lion that villagers feared. One early morning, as Harun ventured deeper into the forest in search of rare medicinal plants, he suddenly heard a loud roar. Startled, he looked around and saw the mighty lion limping towards him. The animal's golden mane shone in the morning light, but its eyes were filled with pain. Instinctively, Harun felt fear, but instead of running, he stood still, observing the lion's struggle. The lion collapsed a short distance from him, its paw visibly injured by a large thorn. Despite the danger, Adil's compassionate nature took over. He approached the lion cautiously, speaking in a soft, calm voice. "You are in pain, my friend. Let me help you." The lion, as if understanding his intentions, did not growl or attack. It simply lay there, panting, as Harun knelt beside it. With steady hands, Harun carefully removed the thorn from the lion's paw. The lion winced but remained still. Harun then took some herbs from his satchel, chewed them to create a paste, and applied it to the lion's wound. As the old man worked, the lion looked at him with eyes that seemed to soften, as if showing gratitude. After tending to the wound, Harun stood up and stepped back, unsure of what would happen next. To his surprise, the lion slowly got to its feet, tested its injured paw, and gave a soft growl. Harun smiled, watching the majestic creature walk away into the forest without looking back. Days passed, and the story of Harun's encounter with the lion spread through the village. Some villagers praised his bravery, while others called him foolish for risking his life. Harun, however, was content, knowing he had simply done what felt right in the moment. Life returned to normal, and he continued his peaceful routine. Several months later, the village was struck by a terrible drought. The crops withered, and food became scarce. Desperate, the villagers ventured into the forest, hoping to hunt for food. But one evening, as Harun rested by his home, he heard the familiar roar of the lion. This time, it was much closer. Fearing the worst, the villagers grabbed their weapons and rushed towards Harun's home. But when they arrived, they were met with an incredible sight. The lion stood at the edge of the forest, not as a threat but as a protector. Behind it, a group of animals, deer, rabbits, and wild boars, gathered, seemingly under the lion's guidance. The villagers were awestruck. The lion, recognizing Harun, approached him once more, this time bowing its head in respect. It was as if the forest had come to repay the old man's kindness. From that day on, the animals shared their resources with the villagers, ensuring that no one went hungry during the drought. And so, Harun and the lion became legends in the village, a symbol of the bond between humans and nature, a reminder that kindness, even to the wildest of creatures, is never forgotten.